What did you guys get from that? That was a whole lot that was said in that short amount of time.
Yeah, there's a lot packed in there. Um, I mean, I see. Mm, Joe Budden's host. I
Joe
think that's how
Budden.
you. Yeah, his last name Button. Okay. I agree with him to an extent. I personally truly believe that you cannot help who you fall in love with. You know, but then I put a lot of points that Dr. Umar has said. So I want to see what y'all say first before I start, throwing
Well,
my
you
2 cents
already know what
in.
I'm gonna say. I agree with Dr. Umar wholeheartedly because it just makes sense to me. If you were more for your people, then you would have made sure that you contributed back to your people by having a black household and a black family and making sure that you were contributing to making your black nation stronger and not weaker by having mixed race children.
To be honest, my take on it, I kind of thought it was a kind of audience grab. Now, when I think about it, and I've been listening to the brother Dr. Umar for a long time, and hearing his take on things, very smart brother. But I feel like when he said that, I feel like he said it on purpose, used as a torch to try to ignite some audio controversy about that conversation. That's why I didn't take it too deep, because we all know that you can't choose who you love. That is true. But it is also true that you have to put yourself in contact in order to receive or to be in a better chance to be with the particular person that you like or love or pursuing, right? That is true. It's true also. So, but my take is it's no in between and there's no color difference when it comes down to people getting close and then actually finding out the difference in liking someone and being in love with someone. And because sometimes you can get to know a person and you'd have never thought you would have been in love with that person. You would never thought that you would have dated that person. You would never thought that you would have made it this far or even had children with. And I'm pretty sure women can attest to that now. I mean, you can go look back and look at your baby's fathers or whoever the significant other is, and like, man, I never thought like I would ever did this or with that person or got this far or whatever. To me, I didn't take it too big. I just feel like it was an audience grab. Dr. Umar is very smart, and I feel like this was one of those things. You know what I'm saying? Because that brother also knows that not every brother that contributes to the urban community, our community, has a black wife. That's more of a
Is it
being.
about
That's just more being.
contribution or
That's just more
loyalty
being
though?
triple pro black to me.
Or is it a mixture of both?
Uh,
Your contributions don't matter if your loyalty lies elsewhere.
But if your loyalty is to your neighborhood where you grew up, your people, and you still have a white
So
wife,
is
what
your
changes that?
loyalty not to her people, well, like he said, causing the oppression of our people?
But
So are
see,
you not
we
loyal to that
okay,
now too?
but that's the thing though. We still have to change that, right? We are when I feel like when people keep saying that, we are accepting that.
Accepting that they did what they did.
No. That's plain evident. We know that it's history, but we need to accept the fact that they did what they did. Let's hold them accountable as a conglomerate. Let's not
So
do
how
it
do you
separately.
hold your spouse accountable?
No. Not you don't hold your spouse. You hold them collectively accountable by the
Understood.
consciousness.
Hold them collectively, but at the same time, if that's what you're with, how does that feel when you have to hold them accountable for the things that their people did and possibly things that they believe in? Just because someone is in
Listen,
love with you,
I'm
don't mean that they
and
still
this is
don't
coming from me,
believe
and I want everybody to hear
in
this on
the
this
things that their
podcast.
people did.
I'm not biased. I don't see colors. I'm none of that. So I know, even in the Million Man March, it's white people at the Million Man March. even in a situation like this, we're trying to get right, and we're in a situation where we're doing our thing, and we're standing up as a whole race now. It's going to be white people there.
Yes, we're
It's going to be people that say, "Hey, we're happy for you. We've been waiting on this shit." It's going to be some people that say, "Hey, I love you, brother. I never seen color. I'm here just for you."
Yes, that is definitely true.
It's a conglomerate. Once we gotta hold ourselves accountable and move on and collectively put things together to hold the right people accountable.
Which would be everybody from the back, because that's where that's where my line get put in at. Like, understand me when I say, is it when you say that we're not that we will be dating that community if we date the other race? That's not necessarily true. That means we should go back to segregation. That means we should go back and people fought for us to be together. Let's
just keep this in mind. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Tessa, but I want to say this for the people. It's some people in mind out there across the world, overseas or whatever it may be, that have gone against the grain of their families to be in the marriage that they're in. Meaning that their family has shunned them. They're excommunicated from family. They don't have anybody just because they're in marriages. It's people actually living this type of life. So you mean to tell me that it's not going to be anybody that's for the pro-black, for us doing our thing, for us just finally getting respect of a conglomerate?
It's not about that. Yes, some of them are pro-black.
You think that we don't have any supporters?
As black people have been weakened. We are not striving together, and for that we are now more separated more now than ever. And the fact that we are giving our babies and our livelihoods to white people in particular,
but that weakens us. It still comes back to
we are not making full black people anymore. The world doesn't even want to see full black people anymore. They're okay with, like I said, they're okay with having you be a half black, but they don't want to see whole black individuals. And that's where we're losing at, because we're going to be did so much interracial dating we're just going to be wiped off the fucking map completely.
If we're going to be pro-black, let us be pro-black as a conscious community. That way people can respect it and not be offended. Because it's like motherfuckers are stepping 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You want to it's like we all know. I'm speaking on mankind. I'm treating everybody the same, regardless of what race or ethnic background, whatever.
Correct, because we was taught to be taught
right.
Equally.
So I'm coming from the ancient ways of everybody's equal, everybody's the same. So to me, when I hear that, it's like it's just a particular group, and it's not a group. I mean, and it's not. And don't get me wrong, I don't mean to offend anybody. It's just being pro-black. That's all that means. I mean, and the brother knows this. Even Dr. Umar knows this. He knows this. That's being just super pro-black. And I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if we're going to step like that, let's step like that as a conscious collective whole.
And that's not going to happen.
It's slowly but surely. Slowly but surely.
And it's just with all of this.
The only answer to that is to give the black community some type of solution on how equality comes between both races. But that's very hard to even prove at this point. But it's doable. I believe everybody deserves equality. Don't get it wrong. But at the end of the day, this is Joe Budden's host is married to his white woman. And when you are married, that means that is two people in a relationship. They built their own coat. They built their own cage. They're in their own bubble. Meaning you're not dating the community. You're not, submitting to the rest of the family. The outsiders don't matter. So what you two believe in a relationship does not matter when it comes to the race. I feel like it does not matter when it comes to the race within your dating, because I can see if you racist right along, you're two big racist people actually acting on it. You're in the
Mhm.
This not this kind of people. They're just normal
All I'm gonna
people
say
who
is be
love each
careful
other.
because, and I'm gonna say it all the time. If they start kicking in doors and taking us black folk, make sure your white spouse gonna be there to hold you down. That's all I'm gonna say. That's be
Which
careful.
it is
Okay?
people like that
Be
now. You
careful.
got
Yes,
people
okay.
protesting
They gonna act
who
like
are
they don't know
white.
your ass. I don't know that. I do not know that person. Cause they ain't finna take me into slavery with your behind or whatever they finna do to your ass. What? No, I'm white today.
Well,
And everybody knows that marriage is a binding contract.
it is, and you ain't dating your mama.
Until
You
it's
gonna
not.
be racist towards your mother if she's a white mom and black man. You're not marrying anybody else into that relationship when you are dating into a different race. It's you and that person and what y'all beliefs is, how y'all feel about how y'all want to move forward. Yeah, but Annie Herb, you make a big old
I make a whole lot of
statement.
points, but I'm
Yes,
not
you
thinking that
do.
people like to just, say, I'm just not making any sense or, I'm racist. And that's not the case. I just feel like we should all be more prone to make our community stronger. And we can't do that if we are going to continuously have more interracial babies than actual black babies. That's all I'm saying. But I'm the worst for that. So,
No,
You are
it's
not the
not,
worst for that.
nothing
It
wrong with
makes
nothing
sense.
wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We need to just tap into that and get more people involved in tapping into that with more of a community. But what I'm saying is we can't shun the brother that has already married a white woman but is still in the same path as far as being free, as far as being like us
Supportive.
of being supportive for the whole community, the whole urban
I
community.
mean, but can you
Like,
really let us go? Because you already know if something went down, your black people gonna have your back. So can you really let us go? You got to keep us along
And
some way.
see, that's where you
We
get
are
me at.
your
Because
family.
when you say that and hit so deep, like you really never know what a
Just
person
like
will
little
be
Jesus.
doing.
Oh, now he's devoted to black women now because now he knows better. I don't go dating
but
and being
listen
so
though, he's
loyal
still.
to this other
But
race and then make us your
this is
back
the problem.
fall.
This is the problem. He's still a black man, so how can you judge him just because of the bridal
I'm
choice
just
that he
saying,
had?
don't make us your back fall. Don't make it seem
No,
like you so pro black women now when
no.
you really wasn't wanting no
But
black woman in the first
but
place.
if I already had a black baby mother and I have an interracial wife now, that don't mean I'm back dipping. That means more than anything I don't see color
It
still.
feels like back dipping to me.
I'm
Feels
not
So
like
do
you
you
see.
think
putting
it's
your
a
foot
cop
above
out? Do
the
either
other.
of y'all think this is a cop out when you date another race? Because if you're dating another race, that means that you can't connect with your race most likely. You're not connecting. You ain't.
Depends on your background. Some black people are only raised around white people. That does have a factor to play in it. That really does. Most people that are raised around a certain race, they end up dating their race. So if it's something like that, then I guess that's a little understandable because they probably weren't really taught to be in touch with their people in the first place. It depends on the situation, but I feel like if you came from an all black neighborhood and you know what it is and you already done been around the block and it is like you know what it should be, try to be a pro black and have a black family, okay? That's all I'm saying. At least give it a good effort.
A good effort.
A good effort.
I agree.
Because that's another point he was making. Why didn't you date another one and another one until you found the right one?
But he did, and he found a white one.
Yeah, he found a white one, but he didn't continue trying to date a black one. He just kind of gave up.
Listen, I guarantee you, this guy. I guarantee you, this guy, after dating so many black, this is what happens to all the brothers. After dating so many black women, he's not seeking a woman. He's not seeking a woman. This type of thing just happens. That's why the first thing he said, it kind of just, because at that point you start seeing who's really for you, who's really fuck with you. You're not seeking things. We're not being blinded by curves. We're not being blinded by a smile. We're not being blinded by certain, because when a man see things, like I told you guys, we are already going on a hunt on what we like about that woman. So if I'm not in a mode of hunting, I'm in a mode of automatic retreat. I'm in a mode of automatic. I'm in the back cave. I'm in the back. I'm chilling. I'm not trying to do too much. I'm keeping it light. I'm not even finna out there trying to poke too much and talk to anything too much. That's the automatic mindset of a dude that's been running to so many black women, and it's because it's it starts to get repetitive. And not every black woman is like that. But when you still trying, you get the same attitude. You get the same difference in approach. You get the same turn downs. You get the same, and it becomes like, all right.
That's true, and that's on black women.
But
black women and black men seem to be more against each other at this point than working together. We all both complaining about what they do. They complaining about what we do. It's all we all in
we don't see it. Men, when we're not looking at women like y'all are the ones looking at us like the enemy, and it's been like that for a long time. We not seeing women as the enemy. We seeing women as, okay, it's a lot of things been led wrong. Okay, when we look at women, we're natural leaders. We're gonna lead our women. So when we're looking at women, we understand some things, like when she comes off a certain type of way, we're like, okay, it's a certain type of way. Not saying everybody right, but a man already got his idea of how, just like how a woman got an idea of how she want her typical man to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whether it's classy, sloppy, and no man wants a slutty woman. So keep that in mind. If I want to claim you and have you on my shoulder, attached to me, attached to my name and reputation, it can't be sloppy. So that's already out the window. Man, listen. Look at here, man. A woman's job is to retain. A man's job is to get. That's why a man approaches the women all the time.
Well, I said it once and I'm going to say it again. Y'all just be careful. Love who the hell you want to love. Just be careful and make sure that they are for you. How about that? Now,
boom.
Oh, gee, you had something, that you wanted to touch on today.
Oh, yeah. What do y'all think about this? Is crazy. Like, I'm glad we speaking on these marriages. We speaking on, because now it gives me the feeling like this was a quick cash grab too. And I don't want to put nobody in a bad light. I don't want to put, because when people just like
they do.
But we talk about right now, I know people like, what the fuck is OG talking about? I'm talking about just women in general right now with just the cash grab. All the cash grabs going on in Hollywood, all the cash grabs just coming out. And what do you guys think as women in the audience? What do you guys think as far as like, what is the statute of limitations on rape, of being like claim rape? Like saying like, oh, this guy, he date raped me, or he... Is should that be a limitation on that? Should it be a statute of limitation on that, or is that?
Isn't there one?
I want to know. Is there one really?
There's a statute of limitation for any type of rape case, but it needs to be a statute of limitation for the industries such as entertainment, because so many women tend to come out 10, 20 years later down the road and be like, oh my gosh, he did X, Y, and Z. And I'm like...
That's like, bruh.
And that's why I want to know, because I know I don't know anything about this, and I believe in asking and doing research. So I'm definitely going to look at this, but it's still like, that's my point. Like, the limitation, like, how can you just come back after 5, 10, 15... Said, I do something to you, I lose everything. I lose everything I built. I lose everything I worked for. I lose my wife. I lose this. I lose that. Off of something that you feel like could been... It's really still no real evidence there. I mean, besides when people immediately get in a situation and get claimed and caught on that matter or that nature. So, like, how does that work? I mean, like, how? I mean, is that still considered the cash grab move? Because it's no really, like, nobody doing evidence, no kind of investigation to this like it's a criminal crime offense, because this shit should be like federal.
Yeah,
you are correct. You make some valid points, but if we are talking specifically about Hollywood people, y'all gonna keep telling me I'm crazy, but their job is to entertain. I don't care how real they make this shit look. Their job is to entertain. And I feel like a lot of this stuff that come up, it really just be for them to get publicity, because they get money off of publicity. People go to listening to their music, watching their movies, whatever it is. And even if it's a bad look, they probably get a big check at the end of the day. And I don't believe most of the stuff that come up from these women or these men. Most of them just be lying so that they can get some type of fame or get their foot in the door. Because don't think for 1 minute that once your name pops up in the tabloids, people are not looking for your handles. People ain't looking for other stuff that you're doing, because they are. It is what it is. I feel like a lot of this stuff, they know that we're going to be so wowed by it and that we're just going to be following the stories. They're going to make money off of it. So I don't believe most of it. That's just what it is. It's a money grab. And if it is, I don't want to say that everybody's doing that, but for the ones that aren't lying, they should, get compensated or have whatever action be taken if they are telling the truth. But those that aren't and just doing it for the bag that wasn't really sexually assaulted, then they need to be put under a bus.
But like I said, they should report it within a certain amount of time. Cause
they should.
Right.
I just feel like
you should report it in a certain amount of time. Don't sit up here and be lying. That's all I'm saying.
Especially if you got evidence, because
the cops shouldn't be able to go back 20 years and say, oh, you did X, Y, and Z if you ain't got current proof.
Right. So I've always said that. I mean, I don't, I God forbid I hate to hear about stories of rape happening to a woman, or even a man. But there should be some type of time limit, because that's just.
But it mostly happens to these celebrities, when to these male celebrities, when they have something going on. Like if a celebrity have an artist like an album coming out, or if something big going on, like it mostly happen when there's something that's going to make them a lot of money going on, and it's some chick come out that says she has something against them. So it's all just to drive sales in some cases.
It is.
Their job is to entertain us. They got to keep us entertained even when it's bad news.
I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy, man. Write what y'all think in the comments, gang, and reply, man, down below, man. Because it's damn sure should be no type of it should be damn sure for sure should be some limitations on that shit, man. Cause anyway,
it is.
No, I mean, like, as far as like if I'm talking about like if you ain't never said no complaint in complete report complaint, no nothing, like it should already be like certain shit should already be like, what the fuck, like it just be, man, it should be
sooner than I believe most.
Right.
Don't quote me on this, but I believe it's like a 10-year time frame. It should really be like a year, 6 months, a day, hell,
months to a year, depending on the situation.
Like, how the fuck? Like, that's crazy.
For real.
But that's what the law does. The law is helpful as they say it is. It's just as hurtful, and I feel like it's more hurtful than helpful most times. So they shouldn't allow it to be drawn out that way. You are completely correct about that, because it does ruin people's lives when someone says that and they're actually being believed. It does get people's wives taken away. Like, people's wives divorce them, their kids stop talking to them, get disowned. It's a sad story. Women shouldn't be allowed, men or women shouldn't be allowed to do that to anybody. But it happens, unfortunately. And this is the world that we live in. Money is the root of all evil. Did I say that right? I believe I did. Money is the root of all evil. So it kind of plays into that. I know if I was around this celebrity at this time and I could kind of make it look like, or say that this person did something to me and get a bag, I mean,
clout.
A lot of chicks is definitely, even if you don't get the check, like I said, people are now trying to look for your handles. They want to know who you are. So it's not like you can't benefit from it in some way.
Yep.
Because you're going to make money as soon as your handles start blowing the fuck up.
I don't know, man. I just feel like that shit is just crazy.
You got your feelings wrapped up into that a little bit.
Crazy. Yeah. I mean, because that's going to have any man going to really feel that, because it's like the law is targeting us, like, period. Like,
they do target men a lot more than women. I do see that, and it is sad.
Men got it hard out here. I think everybody got it, each gender do. And in its own real way.
Yeah,
Mm,
but men like to feel, I don't know, they feel like they got it like 10 times, which I guess in most cases they do, because just being a man in these streets these days, it ain't safe
I say it's
at
hard
all.
out here for a
But it
pimp.
ain't no safer for a woman because, get raped and killed and all this XYZ going on.
Yep.
But the
Again,
world,
y'all chime in and what y'all think, man. Y'all chime in. Make sure y'all report in the comments and what y'all think, man, about that and everything else, man. Keep them comments rolling. Keep them comments and feedback rolling. We want to know what y'all think about it because it's hard when. And see, this is what I was talking about. A collective consciousness, man. We got to start putting these, even in these comments, man, we got to show these folks a collective consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, man. Like, she could change shit for real. She could change shit. Motherfuckers got to stop sleeping. Stop sleeping on your star power. Start sleeping on your energy. Your voice heard too. Everybody got to be a point of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
well, guys, I was watching TMZ earlier today, and apparently this
Lord,
happened a while
TMZ.
ago, but I was just, thinking, because Krishan Rock, apparently she has punched somebody in the face in Tamar Braxton's camp. And I just think it's wild how just because people get popular from a celebrity or on Instagram or whatever, that celebrities think that they deserve to share their platforms with them, and they don't know how this person, well, I mean, everybody knows how Krishan reacts these
You
days.
said
So
who now? Who
Krishan Rock, she punched somebody in Tamar Braxton's camp, and the boy's face was bloodied or whatever. She did this at a show a while back, okay? And I'm just saying how just because someone is popular, they should not necessarily be allowed to be seen on your brand or at your concert or whatever, because they could really ruin what you have going on or make you look bad, in a sense of like Krishan has a anger problem. Like, she will hit anybody. She doesn't really care who's around her or who she's talking to or who she does it to. So I wouldn't necessarily want, I thought, honestly, I didn't think Tamar Braxton would find herself in the likes of Krishan Rock, but apparently they were kind of buddy
How
buddy.
much older is Tamar than Krishan?
That part, I was like, what are they talking about? Because Krishan is literally in her early 20s, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I don't understand what her or Tamar is talking about. And then they was having prayer circle, and so she broke up Tony and Tamar's hand during prayer circle, and actually thought that she was finna hold Tony Braxton's hand. Tony did not give Krishan her hand. Like, she literally just let her reach for it the rest of the prayer. It was kind of funny. But I just felt like it was rude. And Krishan, she's not a good look for too many things. She should stay with reality TV.
That might be some bullshit too.
Possibly, but I mean, it's on the video. I mean, you're right, it could have been some hyped up shit that they just threw out there, because once again, they have to entertain us, right?
I mean,
your boy been teaching them.
It was already hyped from the beginning when Tamar decided to have Krishan on her show for whatever reason. You know, they don't even make the same type of music, so I don't know.
I don't think that she was opening for her like she said. She said that she was gonna do like a little twerk off or something, and I guess that shit just kind of went left.
Well, you know, lessons learned. She got to learn to protect her brand a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
Who's trying to have a twerk on?
Tamar Braxton and Krishan Rock. And they was gonna do a twerk off at the beginning of the concert. That's what she said in the video.
Nah.
Yep.
Tamar still be twerking her thing. Tamar still feel like Tamar still got it.
Ain't nothing
Tamar dance on all her shows.
But Tamar do be dancing. She definitely
ain't nothing better but pancakes.
She be
dancing. Hey.
Well, I mean,
pancakes need to be eaten too.
That's if she want to twerk her pancakes.
Little booties matter. Flat booties matter too.
Oh my God! Yes, little booties do matter. Okay.
But I
little booties matter.
What? How you gonna twerk when you got a pancake?
You make it work. That's why I twerk around with work, because you make it work, okay? And some that pancake move up and down around the room.
That pancake don't move.
It don't
you gotta have a
little. It don't move. So another person that thing jiggling.
All the men know. I speak for all of us right now. We know it gotta have a little. It gotta have a little petite on it.
She back with JR too. That thing jiggling.
It gotta have a little petite on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
it got okay. If you got a little emotion on it, it'd be all right. It'd be all right. It'd be all right.
He tried to picture it like, nah, this still ain't what's up.
Once again, be careful about who you invite to your brand because you don't know how to, especially when you are like a celebrity like Tamar, just be careful with these new Instagram people and TikTokers. I mean, I guess she got popular by being Blueface baby mama in the first place, but still, like, the way she be knocking people out, I wouldn't have invited her to my little classy concert. I'm sorry.
Man, I'm there for it. I want to go hang with Chris Brown on Baddies real quick.
No, because now she done assaulted someone in Tamar's camp, and you know that could come back on her. What if they decide to try to sue Tamar instead of Krishan? Just because she was in the company, or they try to say she has some association.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I really don't. They try to keep that girl in the media for so bad, for so bad. I don't know why. Every time I look at something, I'm doing something, I scroll, it's her, and they trying to make sure they can throw Blueface in there some type of way.
They always doing stuff together on the internet. No, it's like they get in a bag doing that too. Every time they argue on the internet, maybe so, but it ain't nothing like that. You don't see them all talking to each other like that. They trying to, it's like that girl don't want about her business, right? She don't want about her own business from last time they checked her, right? They still be talking back and forth.
Of course, they got kids.
Oh, baby together.
Back with her a little while ago. I think they did. I think they still flipping back and forth.
Okay, well, excuse me, but still, man. I mean, like you know him. No, but even if they're back together, nobody should see you like that.
He ain't gonna really be single.
No, man, fuck all. I ain't talking about. I'm talking about on the scroll page. It's like somebody pushing a goddamn agenda to push that girl every time when she doing.
But she's letting them do it because she started that like on Bad Girls, that show that she was on. She was beating up everybody, so she's letting.
She's her own brand. She's her own trend. Like
that's what she do. That's what she got.
Yeah.
She beats everybody up. Like, I mean, she don't.
You gotta respect the hustle at that point.
She don't give a fuck if she feel like you done cross that line with her, and at that moment, it's like she see red and she'll punch you, push you, whatever. Okay. And she don't give a fuck how much she like me. I don't people talking to me.
And her sister, she get with you too. That's their brand. And you know they do their music, but I'm there for it. I'm all there for it. I want to go chill with them.
I think I saw her do that song on that show, and I ain't went and listened to none of her music.
Nobody angry like that all the damn time.
That girl be. But you know,
she really ain't angry all the time.
They be showing times that she be happy, but those times that the times that she angry be the ones that be the most lit because they don't care about what you get.
I know Stone Cold.
Krishan just got a button in her. You push it and then she explodes.
Yeah, she's a really cute girl. Like I don't think she's angry all the time either. Maybe. Like we said, that's her brand. So she gonna knock a bitch out. But I feel like people like Tamar Braxton need to be careful because she don't need to be associated with that. She is too old for that. I'm sorry. Way too old.
She ain't ready for that life.
Girl, and I know be saying she gonna get on somebody else, but I just think we at an age where we don't need to be fighting. We don't need to be out here with these young girls.
No, damn, she don't need to be out here with
these young girls.
For real.
Talk about a twerk contest, girl.
That's what surprised me. Shit. Shout out to Tamar though. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm a big Tamar fan.
I know y'all gonna be chewing me in the comments about the pancake.
And Tony was there too. Shout out to Tony Braxton. Yeah.
Ooh, definitely. I'm gonna go sing with Tony one day, y'all.
Girl, go ahead. In your dreams, go ahead.
She gonna sing with Tony one day.
I want to fight with Krishan. Well, like go fight somebody else. Me and her gotta be on the same team.
Oh my God! Now I know you gonna fight her.
No, I'm not gonna fight Krishan. We're gonna go fight somebody else together. We're gonna jump somebody. We need to go jump tag team. Whatever. Then I'm gonna go twerk with Tamar and I'm gonna go sing with Tony.
What jumping is doing?
That's why I said in your dream, because we's dreaming right now.
We dreaming right now.
Oh Lord. Oh
baby.
Oh God damn. That's how you know you got some motherfuckers goddamn from the back of the woods. They dreaming about getting on somebody's hat, y'all. Y'all hear this shit?
Yeah.
Getting on somebody's hat.
I'm just, setting all my ducks up in a row.
Well, I mean, I want to meet Miss Tony Braxton too. So I mean, I want you to sing with her so I can sit in the audience and watch them.
Thank you. See?
In our dream. right
I'm
now.
making everybody's dream come true.
You're so silly. I do love Tony.
Silly.
I wish the Braxtons were still on there, but this was a great mini vid,
Yes, it was.
which really turned out not to be so many, but you know,
Good topic. That's what it means.
very great topics, guys. You guys always do great, and you and OG always bring the sauce.
Because I'm saucy like that. I'm saucy like that. I just get it down. You know what I'm saying? I make it do what it do, baby. Just all the time, every time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I gotta tell you nigga like the college. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tell you nigga like I'm like in college. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tell you feel like that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's OG the wild card for you guys.
What I say? Next time, you never know.
But we want you guys to like and subscribe. And don't forget.
Next week, I might be coming on here mumbling like the dude from King of the Hill. You never know.
Oh my gosh.
You never know, nigga.
Don't forget that if you have been listening up to now, you deserve a prize, guys. So again, the first 2 people that can complete these simple tests will win some money. Right, guys?
Money.
I want you guys to follow these simple instructions. We want you to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Share our Facebook page. Then come on back to YouTube and comment done with your usernames so that we can find you and make sure. And the first person will get a $50 Visa debit gift card, and the second person will get a $25 Visa debit gift card. So we want to give you some money to kick off your New Year's, okay?
Woo woo.
So go on ahead and like and subscribe and share away. We want you to enjoy our entertainment, and we want to keep giving it to you. So don't forget us, guys. And until next time, stay max to the black.
Yo. Peace out.
Love, peace, and chicken grease as always, y'all. Salute.